Tight championship battle coming into this final stretch of the season. Nicholas Hovey wants to be a part of it, as we'll keep an eye on him starting mid-pack in the third row as Casey Vogt brings the field into turn number 1 for the first time, and Amanda West up to the second spot.
Stephen Kologiannis got knocked sideways. He's down the grass but keeps going. Amanda West goes to the inside of Casey Vogt in the battle for the lead. Vogt tries to shut the door, but he slides up the track, and here comes West again.
There's no question about it. Amanda West is on a roll, but just as impressive as the 25 machine, also right there in the thick of things. That's the 55 now, and here comes, it is Nicholas Hovey. Amanda West makes the bull move to the bottom.
Amanda West looking to the inside for the race lead on Casey Vogt. Vogt a bit stronger, using that high side momentum to maintain the top spot. Nicholas Hovey makes it a three-way race for the top spot in turn 2.
Hovey loves to roll the top. He's going to give it a shot right now to the outside of Amanda West. He has the run, pulls out ahead for that battle in the second position. All this right behind Casey Vogt, who leads the way.
There's no question about it. It is Amanda West giving Nicholas Hovey a great run for the lead. Hovey does a crossover in turn 1. That's almost an impossible move to make. Will it stick? Off 2.
Jam that car to the inside of the racetrack over in turn number 3. It's stuck and moved Bloxham up to third as the battle for the lead is side by side in 2.
Hovey moves to the inside in turn 1. Cannot complete the pass. Vogt does a great job on the outside to stay with the 16. Going into 3. They both drive it in hard. Hovey gives him a little nerf bar. Hovey's got the lead.
Hovey comes off the turn as the leader. Vogt isn't about to give up. Meanwhile, Bloxham is all over the back bumper of West. 4 cars contending for 1 spot, and that's the lead.
Vogt is going to go for the crossover coming off of 2. He takes a look to the bottom. How far will he push into 3? Not far enough, but Hovey gives him plenty of room. Here comes Vogt back to the inside.
Casey Vogt back to the inside. Hovey stronger in the outside lane and maintains the top spot by a car length and a half. Vogt has Bloxham to worry about right now for the second spot.
Bloxham takes a look to the outside. Tyler Berry's hit the wall in turn 1 in the 18 car.
Berry up against the outside wall. Caution comes out. Green flag is back out. Hovey gets the jump. They go 3 wide mid-pack before they even get to the start-finish line. But at the point, it's Nicholas Hovey.
Mark Carey was the one that had the huge jump and made it 3 wide, but he actually lost a couple spots. One to Bennett, one to Charland. Hovey has the lead. Vogt in second. Now Bloxham looks for third inside of Amanda West.
There's no question about it. All of a sudden, here comes Megan Fuller. She gets hooked up in the back bumper of Amanda West. That's the battle for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. Bloxham is there as well. Here comes Megan Fuller.
The 15 and 32 made contact in 1 and 2, and that allowed Fuller on the outside to get a great run and give West a huge shove going into 3. So now it's Fuller to the outside of Bloxham for 4.
Yeah, Fuller's picked up a couple of spots in the outside lane the last few laps since the restart. She is up to 4th right now, still trying to clear Robert Bloxham for that position, just behind Amanda West in 3rd.
Bloxham ran Fuller up the track coming off of 2 as one car is spun in the back of the pack. Down in the grass, and Stephen Kologiannis in the 42 as the leaders come off 4.
Kologiannis inside of the racetrack, well off the racing surface as we stay under the green flag. Well, for now, caution now comes out for the Kologiannis car that has spun over about halfway up the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Had another incident. There was an engine issue in the 10 originally. Mid-pack right now in the outside lane, row 5 for Nick Anglaise as Nicholas Hovey goes to the front and leads off turn 2.
West pushes up the track as she tries to get by Vogt. That opened the door momentarily for Megan Fuller, but she didn't have enough momentum. But on the outside has been really aggressive into the corner, but here comes West.
Here comes Megan Fuller trying to make a run for it down low. It just doesn't work. Vogt moves back in to 2nd. Hovey is still the leader. Amanda West isn't done yet.
Vogt slides up the track again coming off of 2. West takes a peek to the inside, but to her right, here comes Bloxham working the top again, but West slides right up in front of the 32. They're 3 wide behind them. Nick Anglaise takes a look to the inside, but backs out of the 3 wide situation as West dives underneath Vogt again to take second spot.
Battle for the runner-up spot. West to the inside. Casey Vogt in the outside lane, and that's allowing race leader Nicholas Hovey to pull away at the front. Now has a full half-second advantage.
Bloxham now works the top on the outside of Amanda again. Bloxham is doing a good job working the outside line, gives Vogt a push, now tries to roll the top again in 3 and 4, trying to take 3rd from Amanda West.
Amanda West still digging in hard on the inside lane. Meanwhile, Megan Fuller has moved up, along with Bennett, along with Charland. This isn't over with. Here comes Nick Anglaise.
Vogt again up the track coming off of 2. That's his struggle point, and he loses ground to Hovey because of it. Side by side still for 3rd. West on the inside slides up a bit on Bloxham.
Vogt goes up the racetrack again off of turn number 4. West can't make a move. In fact, she's trying to fend off Robert Bloxham, who has it wound up in the outside lane in 3rd. 4th, that is, and Megan Fuller 5th.
West gave Vogt a bump in the middle of 1 and 2. Pinches Bloxham a little bit up against the wall, but everyone's okay. Now Fuller on the apron tries to get 4th back for Bloxham.
Here they come off turn number 4. Amanda West dives to the inside. She takes over 2nd. Here comes right there with him. It is the number 32. Bloxham is on the prowl. Here comes Fuller with car 2. There's no question about it. They come off the turn. Hovey takes down the win. 2nd looks like Amanda West, and Bloxham will take down the 3rd position.
24 cars looking for the green flag, 40 laps, and we are underway with the SK Modifieds. Tyler Chapman will bring the field to turn 1 for the first time.
Flannery on the outside gets a good run center, but not enough coming off the corner. He stays alongside the 41, but Chapman leads the way going to 3, with Jarvis going for 2nd spot on Flannery on the bottom.
The entire top 20 is all over each other as they come back to the stripe. Meanwhile, Flannery tries to make some magic in the outside lane. Jarvis is there off turn 2. Leader still remains Chapman down the back straightaway.
Flannery's holding strong up top. In fact, he clears Jarvis for the 2nd spot going into 3 while they're side by side behind him. Now Jarvis comes back low again.
Double wide, about 5 rows deep from 2nd on back. Tyler Chapman has cleared all of that as he leads back to turn number 1 from 2nd on back. It's anybody's guess.
Still dead even going into 3 in the battle for position number 3. Jarvis lines up again. He's got the advantage.
Keeping an eye on some of the point leaders mid-pack out of his pack of traffic. Mike Christopher Jr., Jonathan Pulio in a torrid battle from about 8th on back, led by David Arute up the backstretch.
That's a group of about 8 cars lodged together. Jarvis takes 3rd. Owen gives Jarvis quite the push. In fact, it pushes Jarvis up the track, so Owen moves to the inside.
Owen takes over the spot. It's short-lived. Right of your screen, there's a mad scramble, literally a gaggle of cars as they continue to work their magic. Left side of your screen, Owen is there. Meanwhile, Jarvis tries, but Owen finally gets the spot.
Off of turn number 4 they come. They single out just a bit among the top 5. Top 2 have been able to get away. Tyler Chapman, however, Anthony Flannery, fastest car on the racetrack last time by, within 2 car lengths, 1 car trouble. Troy Talman up to the outside safer wall. Half spin, keeps rolling. We stay green.
Mikey Flynn moves to the inside and past Michael Jarvis Jr. to take 3rd spot. Christopher had a close call coming off of 4, but we have a battle for the lead.
Yes, indeed we do. Less than a car length between the top 2. Anthony Flannery has reeled in Tyler Chapman for the top spot, 5 laps shy of halfway.
Chapman slides way up the track. Tyler Chapman, as Alex Pearl has spun coming off of 4, comes to a stop in the grass, and it brings out the yellow.
So the caution flag comes out. 15-lap show of the 40 now complete. And the car that brings out the caution is a USNE Power Machine, car number 71. That, of course, is the Pearl machine. Had a tough qualifying run with this car as well. But right now, we're racing back at Stafford in the SK Modifieds.
Tyler Chapman brings the field into the corner. Anthony Flannery to his right elbow.
Flannery was able to reel in Tyler Chapman before the caution came out. Now he gets barred by Mikey Flynn, the battle for 2nd. 24 versus 25. Flynn drives it in hard in the bottom, trying to grab position number 2.
Mikey Flynn sees an opening on the inside. He tries to run deep into turn number 1. Mikey Flynn to the bottom, bit for the lead off 2.
Flynn to the inside of Tyler Chapman in the battle for the lead, while Jarvis and Flannery battle for 3rd. The whole field is 2 by 2 down the backstretch as they rush into 3. Flynn packs it in on the bottom. He's got the top spot.
High speed pace lap off of turn number 4. And now Flynn becomes a pace car hard into the outside wall.
Turn 4. Stephen Chapman slammed the wall extremely hard, connected with Wesley Prucker, and Alex Pearl got a piece, but the 14 of Stephen Chapman hit the wall a ton. The window net is down though in the 14.
Here's a look at it. The back of the field off of turn 4. 3 cars come together. Couple of big impacts into the outside wall.
Some contact was made there, 71. And the Chapman machine. And then, of course, the 3rd car had no place to go. 23 laps and counting remaining in this event. Side-by-side bid for the lead. Bottom of turn number 1. It is still up the hill. but we've got a almost one a bit for third, Bonza.
Tyler Chapman with a great run on the outside coming off of 2. Rockets his way to the front. They were almost 3 wide for second. Tyler slides way up the track, but he's got the lead.
Tyler Chapman back to the front of the field. Mikey Flynn and Anthony Flannery side by side for the runner-up spot, inside and out to turn 2.
Flannery steps on it coming off of 2, trying to flank his way around the 24. Flynn down the backstretch as they battle it out for second, with Pulio on the outside of Jarvis for 4th.
Hey, JP, Jonathan Pulio came and brought his A game tonight. He is up on the wheel and up on the outside. His buddy follows him through. Just as I say it, JP goes from the outside to the inside, side by side off 2.
He's waiting for a place to go, but they're still even down the backstretch in the battle for second between Flynn and Flannery, and they're both closing in on Tyler Chapman, the leader.
Jonathan Pulio has gained nearly 50 points in the last 4 events toward the championship, running 4th right now, digging hard on the bottom for position 3 in car 7.
And the battle for the lead is on. Flynn moves to the inside. Tyler Chapman really pinched him hard going to 1, but Flynn kept his nose in it. Even through 3, Flynn's got the advantage off of 4.
Off turn number 4, Mikey Flynn becomes the brand new leader. Michael Christopher gives a shot to the back bumper. Jonathan Pulio trying to take over 3rd off 2.
Chapman hangs onto it, but there was a bit of contact there off of turn number 4. Flannery had to back out of it. That forced Pulio to check out of it and opened the door for Mike Christopher Jr.
Christopher made a really aggressive move in turn 1, got past Pulio. Flannery got knocked sideways. Now Pulio shoves Christopher up the track in 3, retaliation.
Obviously, JP does not like the move that Michael Christopher was able to pull off. He tries it down low into turn number 1. It doesn't work. Christopher still holds on to position number 3.
That allows the top 2 to pull away by half a second at least over Christopher in 3rd, who's still getting hounded by Pulio, who takes a look inside.
Pulio seeing red a lap ago, settles back in the line in position number 4, just in front of Keith Rocco in 5th. Great racing from 3rd on back.
Pulio's able to roll the center real nicely and stays with the 82 coming off. Now he moves to the bottom going into 3, but Christopher is making it hard. Pulio drives it in really hard, nerves Christopher up the track.
He stepped on the gas right in the apex of the turn. JP, Jonathan Pulio, just took over the 3rd spot, but not without a fight. Christopher is right there. The battle still continues as Keith Rocco moves in. Christopher is all over Pulio. Binging and banging, they come back to the stripe.
They are 1st and 3rd in points. Race leader Mikey Flynn tying with Jonathan Pulio for this top spot in the standings. And Flynn right now saying, boys, go at it for 3rd. I'm going to check out front.
But he still has only 2 car lengths back to Tyler Chapman. Pulio again cheats low, trying to block the bottom of Christopher, who sends it up top, trying to get that spot back.
There is less than 10 circuits remaining in this event. All eyes are on position number 3. Christopher tries to get a run on the outside. Can't do it. Pulio is still there off turn 2.
This is a move for the win, but it's a battle for 3rd. Pulio has been protecting the bottom on the straightaways. Christopher pulls even with him going into 3. JP slides up a little bit. He still has the spot.
Aggressive racing from 3rd on back. Pulio and Christopher back and forth for that position. Rocco unable to close. You see the 22, couple of lengths back in position number 5.
Pulio is sacrificing his exit to make sure Christopher doesn't go to the inside, but the 82 makes the look. Now sends it into 3. JP backs off. He wants to cross over, but he can't do it.
Meanwhile, it is Christopher who moves in. He tries to become a factor. Sparks will fly. Crossover in turn 1. JP, Jonathan Pulio takes Christopher up the hill. Pulio holds on for the position. Here comes Keith Rocco. Mikey Flynn, who's been a factor all season long, out in front. Final time to turn number 3, off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Mikey Flynn has done it. Look at Michael Christopher up on the wheel to try to challenge Keith Rocco. But it's Tyler Chapman for 2nd, Jonathan Pulio for 3rd, Keith Rocco for 4th, Michael Christopher Jr. for 5.